Welcome back, wise ones. Coming at you today with episode 41 of the Iceni campaign. We are moving and grooving through these episodes, and thank you so much for the support lately. Last video, the big 4-0, first milestone we've hit in a long time. That involves, or well, I mean, I shouldn't say in a long time. Since the episode 30, this is by far our longest campaign. Only our second one on the YouTube, but thank you guys for the support. It has been amazing. We're climbing up the subscriber ranks. I will say, though, let me know in the comments what you think we should do with the cold cheese boys. It was a comment I added to yesterday's upload, episode 40's upload. And I'm curious. I personally have waffled many a times on what to do with these guys. That being said, I think at the very least we will try to take back any settlements that we've lost to them. We're in a good position to keep fighting them. But if you guys are tired of me fighting spams of Eastern Spearmen and Hillmen, well, then you're actually not out of the woods yet, because I think we're going to have to deal with some of that when we get down here. That was my thing, is I don't want to necessarily end the war with the cold cheese, because we're going to have to take at least one of their provinces, if not a couple more, as we march up the Afghan territories, the Pakistani Afghani territories. I will say, though, I could understand if you want me to devote some attention elsewhere for the few turns, maybe finish off the boys in Pergamon or whatnot. And definitely the Bithynians, get these guys out of here. All the while, we are going to have to be pretty cognizant about the Galatians. These guys are kind of just striking up a let me rephrase what I was going to say there. All the while, those guys are proving to be a precarious bordering faction. We have been able to piece out with them multiple times, but that's just keep that in mind. All right, next turn. Sadly, we're going to have to turn end here. And even though we're building up an army, we are going to most likely lose Iconium, which sucks. We'll easily take it back, though, with Blandia. And then down here in C-Day, I do not think these guys are going to attack us. If they do, I think Lana can hold out. With the fact that we have the fleet coupled with the garrison, which is actually pretty sizable. Yep, I think we can hold out there against Eastern Spearmen for sure. Just get a couple of hammer and anvils on their forces when they get a little sectioned off. Ooh, man, look at that. Clock it. 3 minutes in and the yawn already happened. A little earlier than I thought. Okay, I did not notice that the Galatians were just chilling. Oh, actually, yes, I did. Now we're in the Saba territory. We have made some progress there, and we have sent Atosa on the more coastal Arabian Peninsula road to get to Masgat, or Mascat, if you will, soon enough. All right, without further ado, though, let's double check some of these spies, making sure I get them all in stances if they can be. Let's double check the Gate up here, so I don't forget our little war that we got going on here. What is this? Oh no, when did the Nervi? Oh, I think the Nervi went to attack the Gate, hopefully. Otherwise, we're screwed. But, I'm hoping to be able to snag bells and get the Gate out of our lands. That is the hope. But hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Again, like I mentioned, the support has been great. You guys have been watching. For sure, I'd love for you guys always to like and subscribe. Love that. And the subscriber count has been growing faster than I had ever imagined. We might hit 100 subscribers by the year end, which is crazy. Hopefully when we look back on it, that's a funny little goal that we hit. However, that's not necessarily the focus here. Excited to have you guys continue to get involved in the comments. The whole point of this channel is to build a community of people that talk about ancient history in any aspects of history, to tell you the truth, or about video games. We are going to lose this settlement here, which was always a risk. But that's what I've kind of noticed with some Total War is sometimes you take 2 steps forward and I have to take a step back. Wish we didn't lose this settlement, but we're not in a bad place. Kanini is there, and hopefully that means we'll be able to. Hopefully that means we'll be able to get a battle with the companions. Would love to see that. Again, it'll be against some trashier units, but we get to that point in the campaign where the AI is just spamming armies as much as they can. There have been some cold cheese armies that are pretty capable. A lot of the Cartly Axemen, some noble blood cav, but I'm not sure that the one that just took that settlement up there is going to be that. I'm wondering if we could maybe get away with a couple of heroic defenses. I mean, to tell you the truth, we probably could do a pretty good number on their slingers here, but it's just not worth the time in our eyes. To tell you the truth, actually, I maybe should have, because I think we could have done some serious damage here. Only 164 kills. Yeah, maybe could have done a little bit better. Yeah, the more time that the Bithynians successful diplomacy. Oh my God, we got a whole nother settlement. Oh my loots, that is hilarious. God, why do they keep giving us new settlements? Am I gonna complain about it? Not really, but this is just too. It's just too good. Roamed. Oh yeah, not Rome. War declared. Some unusual, unseasonable temperatures, which suck, but let's make sure that our politics are doing all right. We could secure some loyalties, but I'll save this. Let's go ahead and send... Is this guy wounded? That's why we can't send him. One of these girls... Okay, Kanini can get remarried, but I'm not going to do that. Let's go ahead and send... Let's go send Ambigatos out on a mission. Let's send them to Knossos. We also have some girls that have just... We can get some people married, which want to do that to continue to have a strong line of prospective generals. I thought we had a couple other kids come of age, but looks like this guy can get remarried, so let's go ahead and do that. Some of these characters I'll make sure that they send some gifts. But love to see that daughter came of age here. Tekia. Let's go ahead and have her send some gifts, just so that we do not miss out on any loyalty. Okay. Speaking of, though, let's go ahead and continue to do what we wanted to with our armies here. Let's go ahead and march to the bridge here. Hopefully we can maybe goad an army into a fight there. Not necessarily sure if that's going to be the case, though. We could double back our forces here, but to tell you the truth, we actually probably should just leave this army. We should probably just leave this in the settlement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably missing a chosen sword, but not gonna recruit that in an area where we don't have it. Instead, let's go ahead. Oh man, this is gonna be another auto resolve. Yeah, I thought it would be one where we'd be able to use the companions, but it's another auto resolve. Let's just occupy it. Did they do anything crazy to it? Yeah, they did. Okay, that's fine. What do we have here? Probably a well, if I wasn't mistaken. Let's get the shrine. Let's get the shrine to Nondes here and get the stables working for us. Raga, I could upgrade if I wanted to. See, this is the part here where it's like, okay, we drop out here. Public order's still all right. And we could try to start marching on some of these other settlements. And you know what? I actually am. I'm going to start marching on some of these bigger settlements that the Colchis have here. We know there's an army in Hatra, but besides that, we don't really know where else there is where there are enemy forces. We're going to go take these guys out in Iconium. Another big auto-resolve victory for us. The reason I might be auto-resolving some of these sieges is because, one, I want to make sure the campaign keeps moving, and two, those battles just like this would be a good battle eventually. When I'm able to continue recruiting some good forces here, we'll get this battle. So with this, I do want to recruit up. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe Be only one more, and then a veteran rider. And then maybe next turn I'll snag a Persian cav, and this will be a pretty. You know what? I will also recruit, or should I just go ahead and recruit two? I want one more slinger as well, and those are 300 knots. So let's get the rider though. Let's get some cav presence. Oh, actually, no. We need chariots. Regardless of what happens there, we need some chariots. I could end some buildings, some building projects that we have going, but I'm not going to do that. We can just slow play that army just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and make sure our spies are doing their work here. Now let's go ahead and continue to move through here, see if we could find any more enemy armies in the kind of Armenia area. I think we had moved this. To make sure that we didn't miss out on any Gates to our north. So let's go ahead and get bells when we can. Okay, cool. Our diplomats, our priestesses are doing their thing. How many more turns? Probably, yeah, 2 more turns for our cav there. Yep, that's always doing it. Okay, we got a skill we can apply. And let's go ahead. An Iconium. Charge bonuses are always good. Shots per minute. What else do we get here? Morale, it's fighting spirit. Public order, virtue, presence. Might not be bad. But at the same time, we could continue moving through some of these. War cry, that could be kind of fun. We can't do dread. Let's actually do the, let's be able to get her to do rally. Here we go. And we'll continue moving down the coastal road here. Wonder if we could goad out. Do we have a spy down here? I thought we do. I don't know if we do, actually, now that I think about it. Nope. Yeah, it's our homie in Bithynia. Okay. No, we do not have a spy. That's fine. That's fine. What I'm thinking is just, there's been a lot of activity around here, and I'd love to get a little bit of information on what we're walking into. So we're going to continue to march this army down this way. I wonder if we could, if by moving in this way, we can maybe grab one of these armies, draw one of these armies out. Going to give this one more turn for all this to develop, but then we will absolutely be marching with Pekia. Man, I'll probably recruit up some camel. Some Arabian cav doesn't look too bad either. Their armor's just so low. Maybe a couple units of cav, because we lost a chariot, I believe. Okay, without further ado, though, we will end this turn. Let's move. Let's keep it moving, because we're 12 minutes in, trying to keep this. I always say this episode, mark my words, this episode's going to be 30 minutes, but I always say I'm going to try to keep this one a little bit closer to the 20-minute mark, but I don't know if that's going to be the case today. So the Kush are moving out. Yeah, Sabas are moving. But yeah, if you guys remember the whole point of this and the path that I'm trying to keep. Wow, okay, the Saba are sending a ton of armies, it looks like. No. I want my territory back, and then I'll peace out with you. The Saba are sending a ton of armies kind of up by the Afghan region. I wonder if they are going to try to send those up to our unguarded cities. And if they have military access with all those factions, they easily could. However, I'm not too worried about that from the perspective of I would rather lose those cities than have the... Actually, no. I'd rather have them concentrate in their own territories and try to fight them in some bigger battles. And that just might be the AI. And it's just like, I don't know if we'll ever get what we want in that from that perspective. Pergamene boys aren't doing anything crazy there. Yeah, they have been a shell of their former selves. In those early 30 episodes when we were just landing, they were something, but now they're trash. Mercenaries available? Sure, we'll do that because to tell you the truth, your army sabotaged. New political development. Diplomat betrayed us. That's fine. Always a possibility there. What's this settlement look like? Yeah, we're just gonna occupy it. I could have sworn we had, yeah, better. I was gonna say, I could have sworn we had better buildings than this. What's our food situation look like? Plentiful. So we'll be fine there. And I'm tempted to build the upgraded barracks up here just so we could recruit heroic nobles if needed. That being said, we are not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because we're gonna need to use that Shmula elsewhere, whether it be with this army here. Not this army, but my bad. I meant this army. Over here in C-Day to finish building this army, which one more chariot, one more slinger. And honestly, the veteran riders are fine. And this army now is then complete. These settlements are looking fine. I will absolutely be using, I will probably be trespassing against these guys. Unless I want to sail around with one of these armies and attack Ephesus and then just work my way up this way, which honestly, that doesn't sound too bad to me. Doesn't sound too bad to me at all. Let's go ahead and see what's going on at Hatra here. See if we can get this army. Yep, cool. Let's surround them. Can I recruit a mercenary unit? I can. And most likely, looking at this, would be a good Persian. The Persian cav would be nice to have. I want these guys to sally out against us. Because what's also the Cartly Axemen? Yeah, I'd rather have these guys sally out against us rather than fight this in street battle, street to street fighting. So I think they will too. 6-turn holdout is bull, because I'm pretty confident I didn't get that. Let's go ahead and honestly, you know, this is just too ripe of a settlement not to take here. We'll raise it. Yeah, and for these ones, I'm probably just going to do economy and food as we continue to march up that way. And so this is what I meant by the Saba have landed down here, right? Lot of Sabin, however you want, it's a lot of Sabin armies. And it's not too far for them to march up this way. And I'm feeling that's the outlook they're going for. Where are some, is it not Ecbatana? There was some settlements here that I wanted to make sure had at least some level 2 buildings. But for now, we're going to go ahead. Can we recruit some troops in this army? Okay, what have we lost? We have some big boy companions. I don't want any crappy units either. The Parthian horse archers is kind of cool. But let's go take Susa. Yeah, we're taking Susa, and to tell you the truth, this is kind of the first. Let's see what this settlement looks like. Kind of one of the first territories up against the provinces that we need to finish it out here. As you see, we're going through Parthia. I guess there's one more before we need to take Gendrosia, Arcosia, Bactria, and Traxonsonia. And so we're getting relatively close, but yeah, we're not there just yet. Go ahead and convert. Looking at these buildings here, we'll do economy and food. Again, it also it won't hurt too bad if we lose some of these settlements from enemy forces eventually. But man, Kanini is going further west than I ever thought she could. Only rivaled by the likes of Alexander the Great. Man, has she seen some stuff. She has absolutely seen some stuff. All right, I'm tempted to continue. I want to kind of advance under the cloak of ambush here. We'll see how that works out for us. I do believe actually maybe this was the place. I want to build a better barracks, and then we'll start moving. Well, actually, Kanini still needs to replenish, so we're going to get her back in the settlement here. Yeah, might as well. If she's still replenishing, not waste it. Can we move from Bells this turn, or this was this turn? Okay, cool. Do we need to do anything down here? Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about this. Okay, no foreseeable armies in this neck of the woods. I might actually have this. Let's go ahead and have that arm or that spy move up that way. All right, we're holding. We're not holding out. We're sieging out Hatra. Clashing wave. Yeah, they're doing their thing here. I really. The more we talked about this, I think I'm gonna put this army on this fleet and move it up this way. And look at that. Right around 20 minutes. Here it is. Let's go ahead and continue. Plus 5% chance of having children. Is there something about morale for all units? Yeah. Anasonia is just such such accomplished commanders. We've had some really good generals in this. They have all really been amazing warriors and appreciate. And I was fun. And again, this idea of I'm gonna end this turn here. This idea for this series was.
You have time to joke about my people with your usual lack of
That's fine. The origin of this series kind of came about in the Heir of Carthage Discord that sometimes in some of these videos you might see popping up in the top left-hand corner. I was talking with an individual and just getting some ideas amongst the populace there, and I would highly recommend you join that Discord, especially if you like the multiplayer version of, or not version, especially if you like multiplayer of any Total War. There's a big community that are always looking for games there. Soft plug for them. Actually, not even soft. Hard plug for them. Focusing it back, we talked about doing the Iceni campaign, and he mentioned one of the people in the Discord mentioned that we should always declare war on anybody that has something to do with Rome, and besides that, we should only be able to. And I clap back with only should be able to use female generals, and from there, it's kind of been a cool little bit back and forth in the campaign here, kind of unique, I'd say for sure. I'm sure other people have done female focused campaigns. But I like the fact that we really have been on the cusp of doing this type of campaign with all the female generals. It's a cool little niche there. This is all also predicated on like Boudicca as a historical figure. I wanted to learn more about her and her rebellion, and just kind of the Iceni as a people. Oh, this is the first time in a while we'll have fought with the javelin guys, which is really neat. Yeah, that is gonna be fun. These guys, so the enemy here does outpace us, I will say, in cav advantage. Maybe I'll double check that, but so we're gonna have to be mindful with our spears. Okay, alrighty. So without further ado, though, let's get this battle moving. Love the fog. Love the ominous nature of this. Again, if we could just use these elephants, I would really appreciate that for our own accord. I'm trying out a new tactic here with the swords where we're going to continue to do our little bow out here, but I want my heroic nobles to be able to plug a gap here because our middling sword units have been getting absolutely reamed. Alrighty. Slowly but surely waiting. I guess they're waiting for their forces to move up. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward because, like I said, this battle, I'm telling you guys, I'm going to hit the nail on the head here. It is going to be 30 minutes. And not a fan of this kind of piecemeal approach by the enemy, but it is what it is. They're going to kind of be good. I guess looking at this, it's going to be good. They're going to be good missile fodder or, yeah. All right, Cav already trying to go on the left flank pretty heavy here. I'm still going to keep them on the right. Let's get my Cav moved out this way. Yeah, these guys getting absolutely destroyed. Although this is Cardly Axeman here, so I'm actually going to make sure that we are targeting these guys. Not taking them for granted here. Let's try to clip these guys around here. Yep, got them a little bit there. Let's move our cav out this way. For our slinger component, let's move these guys up even further. I want to make sure. Okay. Yeah, this unit is definitely taking a little bit of a beating. But I want to make sure that we are attacking their sling. Actually, you know what? I could do that with these. I don't know what I'm thinking. I could be doing that with my chariots. Where is my general? We're going to move her over here, actually. Let's inspire. Yeah, let's get these guys through.
The enemy general is dead.
Excellent. Yeah, those guys are going to rout soon enough. Let's mop up those guys there. Yeah, make sure our chariots are... Want to make sure our chariots are just destroying these units as best as possible. Okay, looks like... See, this is the other thing. But the issue about this is they are vulnerable. So let's get these guys to move back in. Where's my general? Let's get her back here. Get our chosen swords back there. But... yeah, see... Yeah, our chariots getting targeted. Let's get them back through. Yeah, let's get them behind the lines here. And we will get... We need to get our... We need to get our skirmishers back set up. Let's get these guys back, and let's get this line of chosen swords back to where we want them to be. Okay. Yep, we need to make sure we're hitting these. Let's make sure we're taking care of them. Where's our veteran riders here? I want to get these guys off of our butts. And actually, we are going to move a spear unit back through over here. We didn't get the charge bonus we wanted. And we're going to need to make sure that we have the chariots ready in the back. Actually, let's move. I'm going to move these guys through. There. Okay, cool. Let's get these guys back this way. So annoying. So annoying that those blood cav are there. Actually, I'm gonna then have all these guys concentrate here, just kind of in this big blob.
The men are wavering.
All right, our slingers are wavering, which is bologna sandwiches. Where are our heroic nobles? Let's get these guys, like I said, right there to kind of support. Yeah, and let's get our chariots in position to really just do some work here. Let's actually get her. Let's get our general around the flank too. Yeah, these guys need some help. Yep, here we are, running amok amongst the cold cheese boys. Absolute beautiful target right behind us here. Bang, just some big, we're gonna have these guys stop firing here. Some juicy targets on the rear charges there. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. And there they go. Finally executed a good Alexandrian tactic there for the first time in a little while. Yeah, we don't need to run these guys down because they're in the city. We are absolutely going to win that. This was a little bit of a tougher battle. You know, they took away what happened on the, and that's on me, guys. You see that I didn't get the charges that I needed out of my front chosen swords, and that's why they were kind of on the back foot in that fight. They still did a really good job, and what did I tell you? 30 minutes. Also, I let their skirmishers get some better shots than they should have on us. However, 383 kills on the chariots, 166 on the other ones. You know, never gonna complain about that. Never going to complain about that. And we will take the settlement next turn. Happy to get you guys a little bit of a battle, though. It had been I think it had been an episode or two. And I'm trying to get you guys, you know, the in-depth battles as soon as possible, because those are kind of the. Isn't that why we play this game? Isn't that why we play this game?
Spoils of our battles, if you like.
No. I want to take more of your land. I'm getting very greedy now, empire-wise. They have allowed me to. They've allowed us the opportunity to maybe expand our holdings amongst those, you know, Germanic and now even further, you know, almost Polish areas. Alrighty, guys. So, ready to command, which is excellent. A son comes of age. Excellent. Slums. Dang it. Dang. Double slums, too. That sucks. Let's go ahead and tear those down. I got to remember that for next episode. But just to cap off this episode, we're going to go take Hatra, and we'll play out the whole turn in the next episode. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate the support. Let me know in the comments below, though. And we're not gonna raise this settlement because we once were the owners of it. What I want to know, though, is what we should do with the Cold Cheese Boys for real. It has been quite a few turns of us waffling back and forth, but it's time for us to have some conviction about what we want to do with them. Love to hear about what you guys have to say in the comments there. This was a good episode to reclaim a lot of our land. Now we're poised for even further expansion, whether it be here in the Gallic area, or not the Gallic, to take Gallic, or if it's down here in the Arabian, you know, kind of more in the Arabian Peninsula, as well as in the Afghan area. So really looking forward to what the next few episodes have in store, and really pushing towards the end, having a nice culmination of this series when we can. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, as always. Most importantly, though, guys, like, subscribe, and stay wise.